Hello students, once again welcome to Bholanath Academy students. Today we are going to see the explanation about sp2 hybridization in ethene and boron trifluoride molecules. So far we have seen the sp3 hybridizations in the first video. In this video students we are going to see the sp2 hybridization in ethene and boron trifluoride molecules. What is sp2 hybridization students? S and P. That means one s orbital and two p orbitals. In this type, one s orbital and two p orbitals mix and recast to form three hybrid atomic orbitals of atom in a molecule is called as sp2 hybridizations. One s orbital and two p orbitals are involved in these hybridizations. Now students, first molecules we are going to see, that is ethene. Now we are going to see sp2 hybridization of carbon atom in C2H4 molecule, that is ethene molecules. Ethene is made up of 2 carbon and 4 hydrogen. So students, we are going to see sp2 hybridization of carbon atom in ethene molecules. If you want to explain the sp2 hybridizations of carbon atom, students, you should know the atomic number of carbon. So what is the atomic number of carbon in ground state, students? To ground, if you want to write down the electronic configuration at ground state electronic configuration, students, atomic number is must. So carbon atomic number is, we are representing with capital C. Atomic number is 6. 6 protons and is equal to 6 electrons. Okay students, now how 6 electrons are distributed, students? The ground electronic configuration will be 1s2, 2s2 and 2p2. This is the ground state electronic configuration. Okay students, now what happens, students? Carbon in excited state electronic configuration, it 1s2. So only these orbitals which are very energy level is very close to each other, that is 2s and 2p. The 2 word is there. This orbital having what? Very near energy. The energy level is very close to each other. So these orbitals will excite. So electronic configuration will become, students, 2s1 and it will becomes what? 2p3. When you write down the orbital diagram, students, so this is the orbital notation, and when you are writing orbital diagram, so s orbital, there is only one s orbital and p has 3 subcell. Okay students, we are going to put the electron because 2s having 1 electron, so we have to put like this. 2p3, p orbitals is having 3 unpaired electrons, so we are distributing the electrons like this. Now what happens, students, because we are showing sp2 hybridization of carbon, so this carbon will go sp2 hybridization. The atomic orbitals of this carbon will go to the sp2 hybridization. That means one s orbital and 2 p orbitals of this atom of carbon will go sp2 hybridizations, and they will form having the equal energy, all the orbitals having in equal energy, having 1 unpaired electron. This is also having 1. So these 3 are we called as what? All are having 1 unpaired electron. This is the sp2 hybrid atomic orbitals of carbon, and this is this 1 electron which is pure atomic orbitals, that is pz. It is a pure atomic orbitals which are not participating in the hybridizations. Okay students, when you write down the diagram, students, how they will look like, students, because it is sp2, if you draw the diagram of this orbitals diagram, so it will be like this. This is the carbon I am showing, and they are, first we are going to represent pz orbitals. So pz orbital will be like this, and your sp2 hybrid orbitals will be like this. There is, because it is also containing 1 unpaired electrons, and these sp2 orbitals, this is sp2 orbitals having 1 unpaired electrons. Okay students, this I have drawn, and this is your pure pz orbitals. Okay students, this is this diagram I have shown like this. Now what happens, students, when the 4 hydrogen approaches first, because your ethene is made up of 2 carbons. Okay students, first we will draw the structure of carbon combines with the sp2 hybridizations. This carbon, because ethene is having what? This is the carbon, 2 carbon In ethene molecules you have two carbons, so they will sp2 hybrid orbitals, they will overlap like this. Okay students, because unpaired electrons now they are going to form the sigma bond, carbon carbon sigma bond, one sigma bond. Now what happens students, there is a pure orbitals, pz orbitals here, which is on this. I have drawn the pz orbitals which are there on the axis. Now it is containing one unpaired electron on top, one I am drawing the below. That means electron cloud, they will form only one bond. This is the electron cloud, that is they will form the pi bond. Now what happens students, when four hydrogen atoms having 1s orbitals, 1s1, these are the hydrogen 1s1 orbitals of hydrogen, they will overlap. Four hydrogen containing 1s orbitals will overlap and they will form the 4 sigma bond. This is first sigma bond, second sigma bond, third sigma bond, and this is fifth. Total we have 5 sigma bond in ethene molecules. So you can show the structure students, like this is the first carbon, second carbon, and there is a sigma bond, and there is a what, pi bond, and these are the hydrogen molecules. Okay students, so total it has 5 sigma bond and 1 pi bond, and bond angle students, when you see, it is what, 120 degree. Bond angle in ethene students, you will find 120 degree. And when you see the geometry students, it is triangular with planar geometry. The structure is, which type of structure you can see, it is a planar geometry. When you see the geometry, it is what, trigonal planar. So this is all about students sp2 hybridization in ethene molecules. Okay students, now we are going to see the next molecules, the two hybridization of boron in boron trifluoride molecules. Okay students, here also students you should know the atomic number of boron. Atomic number of boron is 5. Its electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p1. This is the ground state electronic configuration of boron. Now what happens students, boron will go to the excited state, 1s2, this 2s orbital will go to the excitation, so it will becomes 2s1 and it will becomes 2p2. Okay students, this is excited state electronic configuration. I am making star here. So when you draw the orbital diagram of these atomic orbitals of boron, 1 electrons, here it is having 2 electrons. Okay students, now this boron will go sp2 hybridization, that means 1 s orbital and 2 p orbital will hybridized, and they will now all are having what, equal energy. So each orbital will contains 1 unpaired electrons, and there is a 1 empty orbitals. Okay students, so these are the 3 sp2 atomic orbitals of boron. Okay students, when you draw the diagram of these atomic orbitals of boron students, so the diagram will be like this. When you see the bond angle between the students, it is mostly 120 degree, having 1 unpaired electrons. These are the sp2 hybrid atomic orbitals of boron. Okay students, this is also sp2 hybrid atomic orbital. So total we have three sp2 atomic orbitals of boron. Now what happens students, when the fluorine students, you know atomic number is what, 9. Its electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2 and 2p5. When you draw the structure students, 2pz, 2p5, so its 5 electron will be distributed like this. That means this 2pz orbital is unpaired, they will participate in the bonding. Okay students, when you draw the diagram of in boron trifluoride molecule students, boron trifluoride molecules, boron students, you draw the atomic orbitals diagram of boron like this, having 1 unpaired electrons, and students 2pz orbitals. Now I am drawing fluorine, they will overlap having unpaired electrons. This is the fluorine, students, unpaired electrons. Now it is going to be paired. Now it will form 3 sigma bond, and bond angle is always 120 degree. So students, if you draw the diagram, so it will be like this. So this is the fluorine, and bond angle is always 120 degree. It has 3 sigma bond. Okay students, when you see the geometry, students, what is the geometry, how it is looking, students? It is what? Triangular planar geometry. Trigonal planar geometry it is having. Now what is the bond angle, students? In this molecule, bond angle is 120 degree. Okay students, this is all about the boron trifluoride molecules. So this way you can explain, with the help of the sp2 hybridations, you can explain the geometry and bond angle in boron trifluoride, students. Okay students, if you like my video, please share it, subscribe it. Thank you very much.